We're here with Flynn Cameron at the Adidas Nations in Houston. Flynn, how's Adidas treating you so far?
It's treating me well. We've done so well so far, making it to the semi-finals. That was our goal from the beginning. Now, just waiting to see the result.
It's been a busy summer for you so far. I saw you in Cairo, now we're here in Houston. You've been making the rounds.
Yeah, pretty excited for this one though. This has been the highlight of the trip. So yeah, make it count.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you have great basketball genetics, but tell me where you're from, when you started playing basketball, a little bit about your family background.
From Auckland, New Zealand. I was born in Auckland. Started playing basketball when I was 3. My dad, Perry Cameron, pretty big part of his footsteps. Ultimate goal was to be better than him, be the best in the family, and yeah.
What is it like growing up with such a famous dad in New Zealand? He's a legend of the national team. I mean, is that hard? Obviously you get, that great instruction. You've got someone who's been through all this already. But is it, was it any pressure at all at a young age to kind of follow in his footsteps?
There are expectations with it, but Dad kind of like pushes that aside and says, play your game. So I just want to show the world what I got.
So you live in Australia, actually. When did you move out there, and what's that like being a Kiwi out in Australia?
Lived there since 2007. Moved there after Dad settled down. Played with the Gold Coast Blaze. So I've lived there for the past 10 years. It's different because Australia and New Zealand, we got a rivalry, and I'm kind of mixed between that. Australians treat us well. We treat them well. Good culture to get around in Australia. I feel a part of it now. Just looking forward to get back home. Yeah.
How much of a hard time do they give you on both sides? Probably in Australia, they give you a hard time for being a Kiwi, and then when you go back to New Zealand, you've been in Australia for 10 years now.
Bit hard on both sides. Like Australia, they treat me well, but they treat me more Kiwi than Aussie. When I go back to New Zealand, they hear the accent and they think I'm Australian, so they don't treat me well either. Yeah.
Tell me about yourself as a basketball player. What is your role typically on the floor? What are some of the things that you feel like you do well? Like what type of basketball player are you? When you're out there playing well, what are some of the things that you're doing?
I like to push the ball, create for my teammates, create for myself, do what it takes to win, really. Just be smart, read matchups. If I got a small guy on me, I'll ask to post up. If I got a big guy on me, I'll ask to take him out. Create for the team, do what's best for the team, get the win.
What's the next step for you now in terms of your evolution as a player? What do you need to do to reach your full potential?
I'm hoping to go to college, really. They'll teach me how to be a stronger point guard, work on my handle a bit more, just more defensive-wise and sprints. Like, I can get ahead of the ball, but I want to be able to control the ball at a faster rate, be able to push the ball and keep up with the best athletes, so yeah.
Tell me about your outside shot. It's not the most conventional jumper, but you make it work. We saw you hit a 3 today. How good of a shooter are you right now?
Kind of lost confidence, really, over the past few weeks because I haven't really gotten my routine in, but pretty confident.
Is tweaking your mechanics, is that something you're going to need to do, or do you feel comfortable with the way you shoot it? That's your natural stroke, and is it just a matter of repetition?
I feel comfortable with my stroke. People have talked about this with me before, but I'm pretty happy with it. I want to keep it. Just see how consistent it gets. If it goes bad, I guess I'll change it, but I'm keeping it for now.
You talked about potentially coming over here for college. What is it about the U.S. playing college basketball that attracts you?
Just the feel of it, like high intensity. Over here, we've been taught since day one that if you want to be a basketball player, you've got to come over here, play ball. This is how you make it to the big times, really. I'm not really looking to go big time, but I'm trying to look for like a professional career in this so that I can excel at. So yeah.
Who are some of the schools that you're hearing from? Who's recruiting you the hardest?
ACU, definitely one of the top schools. My brother's committed there. That's mainly why. But I'm pretty happy with that. They're looking at me also. Me and my brother could team up over there. Another one is St. Mary's, but they only just started. They started a while back, but now they actually shot me an email, so I'm pretty happy about that.
It seems like, you know, college basketball is flooded with Aussies, but we're seeing much more of an influx of New Zealanders too now, and at a high level too. I mean, in the Pac-12, in the ACC, in the Big 12. Why do you think we're seeing more guys coming over now? Obviously, we had Steven Adams, who's, you know, maybe the best player ever from New Zealand, but it's really becoming more of a trend, it feels like.
Yeah. Just mainly Steven Adams had a big impact. I didn't really know much about New Zealand's impact in NBA, but my dad's kind of taught me how to get there, how Steve Adams got there, because he coached him at one point. He was teammates with Sean Marks, another NBA player, but Dad's been around, coached a couple of the guys in college at the moment, like Jack Solt, Ty Wynyard. He's a big influence on me and the rest of the team after competing in Cairo with him. He's at Kentucky. Hopefully he'll get some good minutes this coming.
Great stuff, Flynn. Thanks so much, man.
Thank you.